Hello. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. So I wanted to come in and chat with you ladies. I am live over here in the Productivity Hacks for Ambitious Women Facebook group. So wanted to come on and do a little mini training for you guys today because, hi Chelsea, how are you? If you guys aren't over in the Productivity Hacks for Ambitious Women Facebook group, you have to get over there because starting, today, I have an entire month of content planned for you, plus some mini challenges that we're gonna be doing in this group. So, couple announcements, and then I wanna do this little mini training with you guys because, you guys, we're going in to July. Do you know what that means? We're going into the second half of the year. This first half of the year has been crazy. It's truly, I think it's all thrown us for a bit of a loop, but I can also tell you that this has been one of the most powerful, successful quarters in my business. And right now is the time where we need to have very, very clear goals, strategies, and focus in terms of what you're going after in your business. Because right now, more than ever, people are watching. And the platform that you're using and where you're showing up is so important. And what I want to tell you guys is that the training that I want to do with you, this little mini training, so I have a training that I'm doing in my group coaching tomorrow. And this is about not just finding your new normal, but hitting your goals before the end of the year. We're going into the second half of the year. And if you don't have clear targets, goals, and strategies in terms of where you're going, what you're doing, and what that process looks like, you're gonna be at the end of the year. It's gonna be December. Hi, Sean, how are you? It's gonna be the end of the year, and you're gonna be right where you are now. And you're gonna be asking yourself, how did I get here? How did I get here without hitting my goals, going after what I wanna get after, and being in the same place you are right now if you haven't hit those goals yet? I don't want that for you. It is so possible. It is there for you to reach, to have, to attain. Imagine that next level version of you that gets to have the goals, the clients, the income, the impact, right? And if you just put in the work today and you have that consistency and the systems and you show up, it is available for you. And I want to go in today to a very small mini training. And again, I'm going to be doing this full training in my group coaching program tomorrow, the full version of this. But I think that it's so powerful it's such a powerful training that I wanted to come in and share it with you because this is going to make a massive impact for anyone who applies these techniques, okay? So in my group, what I have is the full training, which is, there's more steps to it. There's 5 steps, there's bonus, there's workbooks, there's all of that. That's in my full program. But for all of you ladies here in the Productivity Hacks group, I wanted to give you a little taste. I know for all of you over here on Instagram, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a taste of what it looks like and what this training is. Because it's not just about finding your new normal. Like everyone and their mom is talking about finding your new normal, right? So it's about how you take that, how you take what you've gone through over the past 6 months, and you are able to go into the next 6 months stronger than ever, hitting those goals and setting the right targets for yourself so you hit those goals sooner than you ever even thought possible, like before we get to the end of the year. So if you had a goal for yourself that was 6 months away and you're like, oh my gosh, I wanted to write a book, launch a podcast, start my coaching program, whatever it is for you. You guys, you build it up so much in your head that it becomes this massive thing that you never end up doing and you never end up achieving. So I want to give you some tangible tools to take away that you can actually implement to hit your goals in half the time. So you're hitting your goals. If you think that a goal or these targets that you're going after, it's going to take you 6 months to hit, we're gonna break it down for you so you're hitting this in 90 days or less. because this is how I hit all of my goals. You guys, I wrote a book, had a coaching program, my one-on-one clients, I moved all in the middle of coronavirus, being pregnant, all of the things going on. And I was able to do that because I had the right systems in place and strategies. And I want to share that with you because as a mom, as a woman, as someone who has a lot of moving pieces and a lot of moving parts going on, you know, I hate the word juggle because to me, like when you say I'm juggling a lot of things, it means things are like out of control, right? But when you're in control and you have the right systems and strategies and the support system behind it, you guys, anything is possible. And I want you to know that whatever your goals are, doesn't matter how much stuff you have going on, what's going on with the economy, the election, all these things that are going on around you, you are in control of hitting those goals. It's up to nobody else but you to hit those goals, right? So I want to walk you through a couple steps that are going to help you tap into not just finding your new normal, but actually hitting your goals in half the time, sooner than later, right? And part of this, step one of this, is creating a new routine for yourself. Having a routine can help create a sense of normalcy for you, right? Especially during times of chaos or change or whatever is going on. So the first thing I want you to focus on is implementing your success schedule. I actually went through this in my program, in my organization program, for the ladies that are in my group that get my full coaching program. We went through what that new schedule looks like, breaking it down, the actual science behind how to do this, right? So I want you to think right now, I want you to go back through your planner, go back through the past 6 months, do an audit. And I want you to figure out what's working. What has been working for you, okay? And what do you need to change? What do you need to alter? What do you need to go back and say, look, maybe this wasn't working as well as I thought it was gonna be working, and do that audit. Thank you, Sean. If you guys aren't following Sean, you gotta check him out. He is so strong when it comes to social media and getting on YouTube, so make sure you check him out. So go back and do that audit. This is the perfect time to do that. If you haven't been having this success in your business or your personal life or showing up in the areas where you are wanting more, and you guys, you should always be wanting and going for more. It's a good thing. Let me tell you, when you start to stretch yourself and hit targets and goals that you're like, wow, I thought this was gonna take me 6 months, a year to hit, and you start hitting them 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you start to realize how capable you actually are and how powerful you are, okay? But it goes back to having these systems and this routine. So be flexible when it comes to finding your routine and what works best for you. But I also want you to figure out what works and what doesn't work. Because if you keep doing more and more and more of the wrong stuff, guess what? You're not going anywhere. That's what leads us. That's what allows us to be on that hamster wheel, to feel like we're never gonna get off and we're always constantly spinning our wheels, doing the same things over and over and over again. It's because you're doing lots of the wrong things versus focusing on a very narrow focus of doing the right things that are gonna get you very strategic results, okay? So I want you to figure out what that new routine looks like and give yourself that audit. Go back over the past 6 months, audit your routine, audit your schedule, audit the habits that you have that you've been doing to allow yourself to tap into, this was working for me. Maybe going and showing up and doing lives was working. Sending out newsletters was working, but you're like, you know what? I'm spinning my wheels and maybe I need to hire a team. Maybe I need to get people behind me so when I do shoot videos, I can send my content off to someone to repurpose it. And I'm not the one, shooting and editing and sending it out. Like, you have to know where your time is gonna be best invested. So that is tip number 1 for you. Get that routine in place and make sure that you know what's working, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, and I have, like I said, I have a whole bunch of these. I have about 6 of these bullet points plus 2 bonus tips. So I'm gonna sprinkle them in here. I'm gonna just give you 3. So, okay, number 2, focus on your wins and be the problem solver. By focusing on your wins, it's gonna allow you to keep moving forward in that positive direction, right? So you want to make sure that you're tracking those wins, the big wins, the small wins, everything in between. And I want you to celebrate that, right? I mean, I'm not talking about having a big old party for yourself. I'm talking about acknowledging, again, what's working and what's not working, so you continue to move towards hitting your targets and your goals, right? It's important to make sure that we're excited about what we're doing and what's working, what you're doing is working, right? But also by being the problem solver and focusing on a solution and having that solution-based thinking, you're not gonna have time to think about why things aren't working, what's not going right. You're only gonna be investing your time into figuring out how things work and why things are going to work, right? So I want you to figure it out. Be the problem solver. Shift your focus and allow yourself to strategically move forward. This is how we grow every single day. You know, I just went live in both of my group coaching programs in the groups, and I was telling the ladies, because we're ending tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of our 3-month coaching program. And I said, it doesn't end here. Every single day, we're growing. Thank you so much for saying that, by the way. Every single day, we should be growing and learning, listening to podcasts, surrounding yourself with groups just like this here over in Facebook, where you're around other women who are growing and learning, investing in themselves. Maybe that means leveling up and investing in a coach. Maybe it means leveling up and buying courses or programs that are going to help you get to that next level, right? But even something as small as listening to podcasts, reading books, audiobooks, right? Pop in an audiobook while you're driving in your car. Whatever that is, you need to start shifting your focus on how you're going to be strategic and how you're going to be able to move yourself forward every single day. So again, focus on the wins and be that problem solver versus why things aren't going to work. Because the only thing that happens when we focus on what's not working is more of what's not working, right? So I want you to get really, really specific and strategic on now, after you do your audit, the things that are working. Now focus on, look, if I'm showing up in my business and I'm not making more money, or I'm not able to make the impact that I want to make, right? Or you just feel like you're stuck, like you're just stuck in a rut, right? Like I can't get to that next level. That's happening for a reason. You have to go through so much of those trials and tribulations to get to the point where you're like, I need the help to get to the next level. Because you only know what you know, right? That's why it's so important to be constantly investing, learning, growing. And sometimes we have to go outside of ourselves and make that investment into other things, people, coaches, courses, things like that, that are going to allow us to rise up and get to that next level. So again, number one, make sure that you are doing that audit, figure out what's working, what's not working. Number two, be the problem solver. Think about how you're going to figure it out, not how things are just not going to work out for you. And then I have a bonus tip for you, because again, I wanted to give you 3 tips. So number 3 is I want you to map out your success schedule and come back to it often when you fall off track. I actually did an entire training on your success schedule and what that looks like in my program. And I want to share that with you guys because it is available for you to tap into to get that success schedule, to get the programs and the systems so you know what this looks like. This is going to help you prioritize what's important to you, where you should be investing your time. It's going to allow you to live life on your own terms, right? Life isn't just about hustle, 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 grind, 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 work, work, work. There's that work-life balance. And for me, that's what I help my clients achieve. You know, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a woman in business. All of those things are important to me. And it's important that, yes, I have that impact and growth and income in my business, but it's equally as important, if not more, that the love and the relationships that I get and that I receive and that I give in my personal life with my husband and my kids and my friends and my community is equally as strong, right? So we have to have attention on that when it comes to prioritizing what's important, because if not, that's when we get off that work-life balance. That's when one gets really, really strong and heavy and weighs us down, and then we feel like we're not putting enough attention on the other. So you have to know and prioritize, what does this look like? What's important to me? How do I want to be showing up, right? Where am I going to be investing my time? And this allows you to live life on your own terms. So you're gonna map out that success schedule, and you're gonna come back to it often when you feel like, you know what, I feel like things are getting off track a little bit, that balance feels like it's off. I need to tap back into that success schedule and what that looks like for me. And also know that it's always gonna be evolving and changing. I'm having a baby in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, my baby will be here. So my life right now, and I say new normal because I coined this term 3 years ago, when I had my first son, and I was helping moms, specifically moms, tap into finding their new normal as they transition from no kids to 1 kid, or 1 to 2, or 2 to 3, and so on, tapping into that new normal and finding it. Your new normal now looks different for you than it did 3 months ago. COVID and just everything going on in the world. So I really want you, thank you so much. Is it Trey? Thank you, Trey. I really want you to focus on these 3 things. And if this content resonates with you, if this is something that you're like, I want more of these trainings, I want more of this content, I want to be able to tap into my systems, I want to be able to tap into finding my work-life balance and getting things done on my own terms, and really being able to plan out my month and have the strategies to get to that next level, I want to invite you to check out a brand new course that I have. This is amazing. My clients have gone through this and have had massive success with it. And this is going to help you plan out your content, plan out your month, plan out the rest of your year for the next 6 months that we're going into of 2020, right? To be hitting your goals, to be very strategic about what that looks like, and where you're going and what you're doing and how you're implementing and showing up in your life. So if you go to sandraglant.com, you'll see underneath my courses, and I'll post it for all of you in the, I'll post it for all of you in Facebook, and also for all of you in, I wonder, I can actually probably pull it over here, in Instagram. So it's Plan Your Perfect Month. And again, this is gonna help you with the strategies. This is gonna help you with content. So you know what you're posting, you know how you're showing up, where you're showing up, where you're prioritizing your time. So that is so important. So if you just go to sandraglant.com, you'll see underneath my courses, it'll say, the very first tab says courses, and then in the drop down it says Plan Your Perfect Month, okay? So you can find it there, again, for all the ladies. I think also if you go to sandraglant.com/perfect month, like perfect-month, I'll put it in here so you guys can tap on it. You will be able to access that. The pricing for this is gonna go up in the next week because I want you to be implementing what is in this program immediately. Like as soon as you get it, you have full access to the entire program. So I want you to go in, I want you to focus on where it is that you need to be putting your attention right now. Plan out what you're gonna be doing going into July, going into Q3, the rest of the year. Again, the website is sandraglant.com/perfect and then -month. And I'm gonna put it, I'm typing it in here right now. That's why it's looking a little slow. So sandraglant.com/perfect-month, and that should take you to the website to sign up. So I'm gonna pin that comment. And then I'll put it here for you ladies in Facebook. If you have any questions, let me know. Angie says, we're trying for another one and it seems like 2 will be a lot of work. Angie, wherever you think your focus is gonna be, that's what it's gonna be. So if you think it's gonna be hard and you think it's gonna be, you know, a lot of work, it will be. But if you go in and you're excited, I know for me, because again, I'm having my baby in 3 weeks, I have, on top of having the baby, running my business, I have my book coming out in about 2 weeks. There's a lot of moving pieces going on, but I have the team and the systems in place. So for me, having a second baby, it gets to be exciting this time. Like I think the first time as a new mom, you're like kind of scared because you don't know what to expect, and you're just overwhelmed in the beginning because again, you're a new mom and you're not really sure what's going on. So this time, I don't know, I'm just like more excited about it. I think because I'm more chill also. I think it's not as much of, it's not gonna be as much of a huge shock I guess is the right word. I know it's going to be a change, especially from going from 1 to 2, and then, having our first, Jake, making sure that he has all the love and attention and time, because he's used to being the only one. So, 2 kids is the best move we made. Okay, that's amazing. And for me, I always wanted 2 kids. My husband wants 3, so I don't know. I think factory shut down after 2. But for sure, it's definitely motivation. And, in my dedication in my book, part of who I dedicate the book to was my son, because I think for me, being pregnant and then having my son, it pushes me to want to do more and be the best mom and wife and woman in business that I can be, because I know I've got little eyeballs watching me, and as motivated as I am and as success driven as I am, I want that legacy for me and my kids and my family. And it's just, there's another level to it, I think. So it's exciting, and it's definitely, I know it's going to be more work, but I'm up for the challenge. I'm never one to run from a challenge. I actually love, kind of the craziness of things, because I am so super organized in my life. I actually work better under pressure, like even in school, like high school, college, all of that. I was always saving projects to the last minute because I worked really well under pressure. I don't do that now, because obviously I have to plan a lot more out because of my son, and because of kids. But, I'm up for the challenge. And I think that as we get to these next levels, there's always going to be different challenges to overcome. But that's the fun in it, is the fact that, yes, there's new challenges, but we rise to the occasion, we figure it out, and then we pass on what we learned. So, all right, guys, just wanted to jump on. I've got a coaching call in the next 25 minutes, so wanted to pop on and chat with you guys. Check out that program, Plan Your Perfect Month. It's going to allow you to get laser focused on what you're going after. It's going to allow you to get those systems in place, attract more of the right clients, hit your goals, figure out that work-life balance for yourself, and hit your goals sooner. Thank you so much for all the hearts and the love. I so appreciate that. Again, check it out. If you have any questions, you can DM me. I'm here to chat in the down in the DMs. And for all of the ladies that are here in the Productivity Hacks for Ambitious Women Facebook group, thank you, ladies, so much for being here. You can expect me coming live at least minimum once a week. I've got some amazing trainings coming up for you, some free trainings, some content, some book launch info. There's so much juicy stuff coming up for you in July that I just can't wait to dive in and share all of it with you. So get ready for some amazing content. If you're not already in the Productivity Hacks for Ambitious Women Facebook group, you're gonna wanna join, of course, if you're a woman. Sorry guys, but you're gonna wanna join if you're a woman to get those trainings, get the content, get the behind the scenes action. And I'm just so blessed and grateful for all of you being here and being on this journey with me. So thank you so much. Have an amazing day, have an amazing Thursday, and I will be chatting with you very soon.